Hello, everyone. So, that last lesson, we started to prepare this features section. And we prepared our project so far, but we haven't quite finished the design of the features section yet. So, that's why I want to finish editing in this section. So, first up, I want to center these columns. So, for that, I can just add the class text center to the div where the have call class. And I can repeat the same process for the other columns. All right, so now it's centered the way I want it to be. However, when you look at it, it's pretty close to each other, and I want to add some space here. If you remember, we talked about the issue of spacing in Bootstrap, so if you want to, you can review that topic of spacing again in case you're, you can go to the Bootstrap site. But for now, we're going to continue to write code. So we want to set a space in this section from above. So in the section tag, I can write padding top. So point as a class, and I'll write 5 for the amount of space. And when you look at it, you can see the section's now gone down 5 units. Now to increase the space, let's say I write MT minus 5 next to the row class, and the gap is increased a little more. So yeah, that gap's pretty good. So now I think these icons look small, so let's enlarge them a bit. We can do that in 2 ways. First, I'll go to the Font Awesome site and open one of the icons that we selected. Now here you see how to size according to the class that we've chosen. For example, 3x, 5x, 7x, etc. So if I go to the tag with the icon in our HTML file and write FA-4x, so Font Awesome 4x, the size will grow. And have a look. Now, of course, we can apply the same for the other icons. And then let's go to the CSS file, and here are the font size for icons. I'll write hashtag features for this because here is an ID, so I put a hashtag in front of it. So then I write the class name that we'll use for icons and give the font size. And as you can see, the dimensions have changed. Of course, if you want to, you can use ready-made classes that Font Awesome has for us, or we can make changes to our CSS file. Now, I typically prefer to use Font Awesome. And now the size looks good, but it does kind of look pretty close between the title here and the icons. So why don't we just add a space here? We can use the MT-3 class in H3 and do the same for all the H3 here. Yeah, okay, that looks better. Okay, so now we'd better expand the size of some of the titles here, huh? So actually, I want the H3 headers that we use on our entire page to be equal. So I'll go to the beginning of our CSS file and write general changes in the comments. And I can make the font properties just by typing H3. So all the H3 that we use on this page will have these features. That's better like this. Now, since we're here, I want to change the color of the icons and the title here. So I'm going to go to the CSS file and write the class name. Then I can write the color, and that's the color that I want to use here. Now the icon's color. And now I want the color to change when we hover over the title. So I'll just write the class name and put colon, and I'll write hover, and we can add the color that we want. So when we hover over it, the mouse image changes. So I added a cursor. All right, so that all looks pretty good. The colors are changed, fonts have changed, and the columns come down to the bottom when I make the screen smaller. And for a different screen, they come back side by side, just like we want. All right, so that finishes this section. So in the next episode, we're going to start designing the new section. I'll see you then.